Hello, and welcome back to Riverside 22 on Farming Simulator 22. So, you rejoin us in episode number 13, unlucky for some, and we are just on our way down to the dealership. So, you may remember at the end of the last episode that I mentioned that we were going to look at buying ourselves a trailer and potentially a seed runner for the fields. So that is exactly what we're going to do, or we have done. So I have spent, as you'll just see as we come into view, I have spent £5,000 on that little box wagon at the back that I'm going to hook up to now, and then I've spent 13,150 on the IT runner. On the seed runner. This transport trailer is part of the Pallet Storage mod by Omatana, which I will link in the description. Yo. And the other one is Seed Runner, and that's from 82 Studios. Now, the reason I've got this one is because I'm also thinking we put our pallets to distribute into a central pallet location, because as it stands they are all over the place. Obviously we do have some that are already spawned, so what I think we'll do with those is we'll hire like a low loader, we'll pick them up, and then we'll deliver them to the pallet storage mod. So first of all, we probably need to build our pallet storage. So I found a really nice one that's sort of in keeping with the area. So we can either have that one there for 5,000, but I thought it doesn't quite go with kind of like the country feel. It's a bit too industrial. So actually what I've done is I thought we would pop this one in instead. So it costs us 10,000. We're going to put it right up as close as we can to this shed before it tells us we can't. There we go. Let's bring it out a little bit. There we go. And what that'll do is we can then leave this trailer sort of just parked up next to it, like so. A little bit further back. There we go. Now, you don't need to see me go get the seed runner, so I will see you back here at the farm in just a moment. Hello. Right, so you rejoin us back here. I'm just going to drop the seed runner in this shed here, like so. There we go. Right, and we will park the Land Rover back up. There we go. Now, what is... oh, hello. What's next? So, next job I think is what we were also going to do is start shifting some product. Now we have got, if we jump into time saving stock check, we have got 143,000 litres of manure and we've got 78,000 litres of slurry. If we look at our productions, in terms of our multi-production factory, for solid fertilizer, we need the manure and the slurry. However, we have 27,000 litres of solid fertilizer already. I think for now that's probably enough. So we don't need it for anything else. We've got plenty of seeds, so we don't need it to make the seeds. So I think what we'll do is we've got plenty of digestate again, which is only really to make the solid fertilizer. So I think we'll sell it. So we go back to our stock check. It's not perfect price. Perfect price is in Jan, but if we look, the amount here, what is it? 22,000 difference, and that's only 10,000 different. So you know what? Oh, sorry, no, 20. And what's that? Oh, that's only like 500 different. It's not a lot for the manure, but our cows are producing a lot. So I think what we'll do is maybe send one load of manure and maybe keep some, and we'll send it in for a couple of loads, and we'll send that off, and then we'll sell the slurry. So we're going to get a worker to do this using our little friend Auto Drive. So pick up and deliver. Pick up. Now, however, we are going to have to add some to this already complicated looking course because we don't actually have a route into the field to collect the manure. So let's have a look. Where can we pull it from? Might be worth us pulling it through the cows, to be honest, rather than complicating things too much. So we'll just back ourselves into here a little bit. There we go, that'll do. And we will record ourselves. And what we're going to have to do here is switch it to a two-way because of the narrow gateway, and then we'll switch it back to a single. We will come around here. Now if you don't know auto drive, you need to go well beyond manure fill, and we'll put that into my farm because I put that in there. Then we'll run this round. And join it back up. Sorry if that was a little bit loud. And then we will just connect this chap up to an exit course as well. Actually changed my mind. We will connect him up to that one there. Right, there we go. So now what we can do is get it running. Whoops. Let's just make sure we're in a good position for our course. There we go. Now, where were we selling it? Manure Farm Shop. Again, actually, I don't think we've got an auto drive course up for that either. Where is that? down there. Oh, we've pretty much got one. So let's do this first one ourselves, and then we'll set it to run a couple of loads afterwards. So I will see you down at the shop, at the sell point. So here we are down at the sell point. Now, as you can see, we already have a little bit of a route in here, so we just need to check where our sell trigger is. My guess is it's going to be about here. Yes. So what we can do is just add onto what we've already got here. So let's connect ourselves to that point there. What we might as well do is try and catch these as well, just so that if we need to use them in the future, we can do. And then we'll call that one Manure Farm Shop. We'll carry on running ourselves past. And back onto there. Right, so we can shut that off. We'll position it here, and we will get auto drive up and running. Right, so here we go. He's just about to unload the first load. If that works, we'll add a couple of trips on, and we'll see how we go. Perfect. And our money's going up. So let's have a look. 114,000 litres. And we can get 29,500 litres in there. So quick maths. That's 3 loads and a bit. So if we stick on 3 loads, you can sell what we've got, with leaving us a little bit left. Now, another job that we need to do is we need to do some fertilizing. I have noticed that fields 28 and 27 in our precision farming is really low on nitrogen. So we're going to put some on. 27 not so much, but 28 definitely. They've got one more growth stage before they're fully ready to harvest. And we need to maximise the amount of grass we can get for our cows. So let's grab this and let's go do some fertilising. So farm's coming along really quite nicely now. I'm not looking at ending this series anytime soon, so that's not an issue. But we've got to look at branching out. Now my thinking is we could probably look to buy another field, certainly for grass and hay, because we really need a lot, with the way that the cow shed goes through it, but also we can use it to create mineral feed and other things. So that's an idea, but but we'll see how we get on. It may be a case of buying one with a crop instead and doing something else production-wise, but we shall see. So I'm going to just drop this onto a little bit of a time lapse, and I will see you when the 2 fields are done. Hello, welcome back. So that's those 2 fields done. So let's just have a quick check. Much better in terms of the colouring. Grass obviously doesn't need loads, but it's so much better. And our field 29 is fine as well with our oats. For now, we'll check it again after the next growth stage. So we'll stick our fertilizer spreader back in the shed. Now, one thing I did think about while we were doing this was moving our pallets. Now, I don't actually want to set the things to distributing because that kind of takes away some of the immersiveness. So I was just thinking, I'm just going to go into the vehicles menu. We'll go down to that trailer there. So that trailer we can only use with the product transporter pack, I believe. So we are going to need some way. These ones are okay, we can just pick them up. The wool's okay, we can pick them up with the telehandler. But we are going to need some way of distributing the pallets from the dairy across. Now, I might put the dairy on distributing because of the distance, and then we can just use the Manitou around the farm for any other pallets we get. So I'm going to do that now. So I have moved them across. We've got 914 there, and you can see we've got 4,900, 4,000 basically in there, and 915 in there. That's good. Right, so again, we'll move them later actually, I think. What we do need to do is we need some straw. So where is my tractor? Background here. So we're going to put some straw into the cows and get them ready. We might also move those silage bales into it for silage. Oh, apparently I have just started that crone by mistake. Excuse me. There we go. There we go. So our cows are getting there slowly. They're going to reproduce in 1 month, so we're going to have extra cows to deal with. So, right, we're in here. Let's get some straw. And we'll go give it to the cows. go. So it looks like our trailer is filling up one more time. My guess is that it's probably near to the end as well. We can have a look in a minute. There's the straw for the food. Straw for food, 127 of 500,000. So I'll jump back when we're just tipping the last load. Right, so that is the last of the straw in the barn at the moment. The last 35,000 litres. Now what we're going to do with this lot is we're going to put it into the in for the bedding first, and then we'll put the last of it in for the food, because we are running a bit low on that. Now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to wait for that tractor, because we'll have an accident in the middle of the cow barn otherwise. So hopefully he will take so long. Now while we're waiting, what I was thinking is we need more grass, a lot more grass. So I was looking here at field 32. Now it costs us 91,000. Okay, it is 3 hectares. This one I had. That's fine. So it's 3 hectares, so it's not massive, but it'll be a good size. That noise there means that the manure's done, and that will give us those 3 fields there with grass. We can access it here as well, and it gives us more grass because we need grass. So 91,000, that's still going to leave us with 50,000 in the bank, which is fantastic. Oh, missed the trigger. There's the trigger. So I think we'll do that in a minute. Let's get out of here first. And while this last bit is dumping, I know it won't take long, but while it's dumping we can buy that field. Somewhere. There we go. Okay. Another field. We're coming on nicely. So we're making a lot of money out of the products from the cows, which is good. So the grass is great for us. That field is also ready to harvest. So what I think we'll do, we won't put that away. Let's run this guy over there and get him started. But one thing we will do first is very quickly turn that off. Let's run over to this guy. We'll just leave the trailer there for a minute. We'll come back and collect it later. But what we'll do is hook him up to the tanker, and we will sell. Oh, should probably stop before jumping out of the tractor. We'll get him set up. So let's have a look at our stock check again. 78,000 litres of slurry. Trailer holds 16,000. So again, that's just under 5 loads. So we'll do 4 loads. We'll do Cow slurry, and where are we selling it? Slurry yard. There we go, and we obviously want slurry. There we go. Where's he going? He's being awkward. Right, let's leave him to it. And we'll go mow some grass. So I think what we'll do is we'll mow the grass and probably call that might call that the end of the episode. We'll see how we go. But I'll put it on a bit of a bit of a montage, sorry, this time. And we'll see where we go when we finish the cutting. So let's unfold our tool as we go down here, because it won't unfold that quick, and we will see you very shortly. Right, so we are just doing this last little bit, tiny little bit, that because the field isn't perfectly square. Oh, it helps if I turn the mower back on, I guess. There we go. Turn it off to make the turn, and then turn it back on again. So there we go, our final little bit on the field. So, as I say, I think that is probably where we're going to leave it tonight, or today, whenever you are watching this. So, I'm going to run this back to the yard, get it cleaned off, put it away, and I will see you in the next episode next week. Thanks. Thank you all for joining. If you could like, subscribe, and share the channel, that'd be fantastic. Help build the channel. We're growing subs slowly but nicely at the moment. As I say, thank you all for watching. I'll see you again next time. Cheerio.